Finally! Someone who's not running the other direction. Only the most important military advancement in the Second Era? The workers ran and just left them on the ships! The Covenant's pride? I'm glad there are a few of us left who know the meaning of courage and loyalty. You'd make High King Emmerich proud. Look on the decks of the... Where do I begin? Thicker masts, extra backstays, and air... It's the perfect place. Not many people know about the docks here. It's...
If we do not end this war, it will end us.
That's what she said.
Take you, Covenant filth, you... These damn... Of course you are. Those Swits weren't smart enough to get these before they fled, and I do. And as much as it shames me, I am going to beg you to let me keep them. Where I come... Morrowind. I work for House Telvanni. You should know that the Ebonheart Pact is as much my enemy as it is yours. You should also know, House Telvanni does a great deal of trade by sea. These designs, the reinforced hulls, would make our ships invincible. You have to give me credit for trying, right? Here, take the damn designs. I am not...
Work quickly and efficient. That's a relief. I'm surprised, to be honest. I knew it! I saw a dark elf slinking around the... Well, if there's one thing I know, it's that you, my friend...
heard the commotion out there, and somehow I knew it was you. That fiend Alik'r is here. With Uafa dead, he has the withered hand dedicated to his own twisted designs. He has corrupted one of the Anse wards, and he's using some kind of necromantic focuses to channel. I believe it's best to destroy the focuses first. Alik'r's minions have been piling the dead around them, and they seem to be... When we arrived, the necromancers had already killed everyone. We snuck up to spy on them, and I saw them. Yes, he and Uafa both, since we were knee-high to a dune beetle. My father sent me here because he feared the withered hand might target our navy. I don't think that's why they came. I suspect it has something to do with Alik'r's plan to become a... Not good, I'm afraid. Rumors about the Anse wards being stolen.
It is an honor to meet you. Prince Azar has told me of your deeds in Sentinel, and I thank you for bringing me this message, albeit the Scholar's apprentice was lost to me in the fight.
You've come too late! The ritual has begun and you cannot strike me down! You are the one who killed my brother Uafa, are you not? I will grant that you are likely a formidable foe. The ritual has begun, and I am already bound to the Anse ward as it is bound to me!
You broke the Anse ward. You think that will stop me? I am not finished.
After so many centuries, it is a wonder I can still be surprised. I could not abide. Shattering the blade was the only way, albeit there were consequences. Necromantic energy was released. No, he cannot be slain now. There is a way, but I am fading. With the war, we need the gods' favor. For Tava, capture the desert wind. For Morwa, get the milk of a goat.
You are undone by your own heroics. my affairs long enough. It is time to end this.
Yes, the time has come to end this evil.
What are you doing here? Your ward is broken, Ansei. You are no threat to me.
Now, take the ward and use it to trap Alasan.
What are you doing? No!
I feared that after all these years, my sacrifice would prove to be... He became some kind of specter, and he bound himself to my ward. But that allowed me to imprison him within it. He is... I sense that the third ward is in the greatest peril of all. The sibling of the necromancer who came here is far more... The sibling I speak of has not been slain, and has possession of the third Ansei ward. But I cannot sense its location. I do not know, but trust your destiny, for it will lead you where you need to be.
He's not? Oh, we should rejoice then. That bastard. I relish the knowledge of his defeat. And you brought it to me? That's quite an honor. I promise you, for as long as I live, it will not fall into enemy hands again. Now, another sibling? But who could that be? Wait, Satura did have another child, a very young daughter. I remember her now.
I think I know where to find the third Ansei ward. It seems the necromancer Alasan underestimated you. I was hiding outside the lighthouse. After you disrupted the ritual, I went in and found Alasan's notes. Hunding's watch. The withered hand is seeking out the birthplaces of the Ansei who forged the wards. Just as Alasan did here, they can use... I am sure of nothing, but this is my suggestion for where you should begin your search. Since both Alasan and Uwafa have been dealt with, the withered hand may be considerably weakened. Perhaps the third... Yes, and he passed along your message. Though I'd much prefer to stay here. I will return to I could spend hours telling you about the role the third ward has played in history, but I would only put you... Don't you? You've foiled their plans.
Another sacrifice. Delicious. Let's see if you're strong enough to become one of my puppy girls.
I already told you, you flea-bitten. Oh? The name's Paldine. A band of Khajiit kidnapped me. They're forcing me to decide. I have a feeling that this is more than ruin. It's massive. Let's get moving. The ruins are just up ahead, and they won't investigate themselves. Just think. It's rather embarrassing. I went out to meet my... They cleared away a cave-in from the North Passage, and there was the city. Of course, most of my people prize strength of arm. This. Give me a moment. This is extraordinary. If I'm reading this correctly, the Natotembu are buried here. Those were the ancient kings of Yokuda. I think I know what we need to do. Come speak to me when you're... This is incredible. I'm surprised the Khajiit didn't ask me to translate this. According to the tablet, the eyes of Yokuda are here in the city. Legend has it that the tablet mentions 3 areas. The Gauntlet, the Lair, and the Ruin. I don't... remarkable.
You have done well, but you must still prove yourself worthy to play. This place is lost. I am the vestige of a king chosen to serve on the first council. What makes you worthy of such a relic? The warrior wave of our fleet, the great regatta, sailed to this land in ages past. We are a people. This trial is not for you. Was it this Paladin who overcame the dangers? Who battled? The regatta brought fear to Volenfel's shore. Yours to claim. Farewell, wanderer. We shall not meet again.
Magnificent. I'm taking this straight to King Faharajan and Sentinel. This is going to change the fate of my people. Oh my, I'm not sure I can think that far ahead. So many variables. To be honest, I don't know. But it was...
I came to join the Saltwalker militia. They didn't stop to answer questions, just told me to be...
New around here, aren't you? He's the officer in charge of the real militia here. Those of us still loyal to the...
If you're here to join up with Cap, then we'd have to persuade you.
Why doesn't Gudars just let us run off? New here, ain't you? The boss Gudars is in charge of the camp now, but he says, do I look like a deep thinker? He makes the plans, I just follow orders. At least the boss...
Are you from the Covenant Army? Sorry, stranger. I'm expecting a liaison from the Covenant military to visit and decide of our militia. Ha! Noticed that, did you? Yes. The camp is divided between those still loyal to the militia. Because I know Gudars from way back. We were in King Ramsay's service together. He was a good man then. And if you find out...
I saw you talking to Captain Uznagik. I hope he's finally going to do... Heard he used to be a pirate. Got his ship by ambushing a captain and cutting his throat in cold blood. Then he claimed the title. He'd already gotten a gang of his own bully boys into the crew, and he bought some of the others. The opposition was same thing again, is my guess. He gets his gang to infest the militia, gains our...
You don't look like one of them. Well, you can't just call him a bandit. He obviously has military experience, and he's... Who knows? Perhaps he made a mistake and was disgraced and blood. I saw the look on...
I'm half a heartbeat from... Why didn't you say so? I thought you were another Sand Eater come to fight for the Alik'r. Because if you're part of his loyal crew, you get treated right. The pick of the loot and back up when... The Sentinel Army, under old King Ramsay. He was an agent, part of what you call military intelligence. He reported what he'd heard, but the general dismissed it and sent him on another mission. The pirate...
What? You've come to the right man, mate. I've been with... That's right, mate. Gudars had a grudge against this Captain Krona, so... Oh, we pirated for a while. But now with the war going on, all the navies are at sea and it's too dangerous, so...
Drunken brutes almost broke my arm yesterday.
What have you learned of my old friend, Gudars? I see. That's terrible. But I don't see much left of the man. He's left us no choice. We have to adopt his own methods. Kill... Good. I hate to lose a battle in my own camp. Beat the drum in our combat arena, and Gudars will come...
Challenge. Good. I saw which tent you came out of, meddler. Damn faithful. This is your last chance to turn tail and run before I destroy you.
So you did it. I must admit, it's a relief. Traditionally, you... Thank you. I appreciate your trust. We'll have to act fast. It is good to see you again, my friend. Now I understand why Tuwaka bid. Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over to teach you. If you are to be champion of the Alik'r, you must understand the spirit of this death. First, you will face the Nidic peoples. When the regatta first crashed on these shores, the Needs were first to challenge them. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. The Nidic peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. Those who dwelled on the Isle of Hern had long... They struggled mightily. We honor their bravery. But yes, my friend, albeit slowly. Not all heed Tuwaka's word.
The only real world is Satakal. Shiri? I do not know this name, nor do I know anything about...
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. We came to respect Tamriel. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts. Horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight. Tuaka claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sick. Well, Tuaka tells me that you must do battle with the spirit. Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert and its... Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins. It is the heart of Orkdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Rothgarian Mountains. It is a city of simple things. Conquerors is a strong word, but yes, of course they were. Our ancestors. You must face the ancient Orcish specters in battle, and then summon...
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
The swords of Yokuda were not often sheathed. Our long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. Now you must face the forces. He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold. You must slay the perfidious spirits. Dwal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. The greatest lesson of Hundig's watch is this. Wars are... Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Nakalaleki. Derek No. You will not cross blades. The sword singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body.
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some giant goblins. Beasts thought conquered by Divad have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades. They are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. Do you seek out the blades, or fight on without them? You would have met a glorious end. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahad...
I spent my early years as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand. You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory. But you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to... Family is paramount, yes. But are not all Redguards bound by blood? In immortalizing your own family, you may have robbed a civilization of one of its greatest glories.
We must consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hera has killed...
If we take up the sword...
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation. A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven. I too choose to attack. But all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was...
The goblins approach, my lord. They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn...
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase.
You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approached the position of your dearest friend. So, you place duty above personal concerns. Your superiors would...
Tuwaka tells me the hero. Only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. You walk the narrow path that cuts between glory and sacrifice. What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. Tuwaka extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below.
Please, tell me you have seen her. Shiri, the scholar's apprentice. Have you seen her? She had the ancient text. We knew Shiri believed the Third Ward was here, and that you came this way, so we were hoping. Allah, it is not just Shiri. It is the text she found at Tava's blessing. Scholars... Thank you, my friend. Prince Azar said you were indispensable. I now see why. You do an old soldier. I was beset by many troubles on the journey from Tava's blessing. Scorpions, Dune Rip... Yes. Yes, I just need time to rest, to eat and to properly... I do not know, but it is all we have to go on. Scholar Zore was almost certain Shiri would have come here, but she suggested Satakalam as her next guess. Shiri was not close to her cousin, but she needs to take that text she found in Tava's blessing and bring it back to Zor.
No end to those winged rats. Not that I'm complaining. Every feather's worth a fortune in gold. Don't think about trying to cut in. Danim's got an exclusive Not my concern. I get paid for feathers regardless. Go talk to some of the townsfolk if you're that curious. The magistrate's the one.
Only the dead and the desperate end up in this part of the desert. It is a place of decay. A place even the gods do not acknowledge. My wife's remains were sent here, unjustly. She was a good woman.
your flank!
Her older brother's fault. Dirty thief. He took advantage. Yes. And Zaria knew that. But her brother promised. She turned them into the guard. But they had planted evidence on her, suggesting she had stolen some valuable gems. No. If I did, I would have presented it long ago. And perhaps take these funerary oils and perform the consecration. You will know Zaria's corpse because she still...
If you have come to search my remains for the gems I was accused of stealing, then you are both a coward and a fool. No, wait! Please do not. It is sweet of Darius to try to do this for me, but I am not ready to go to the far shore. I do. The fiends who did this to me, my brother and his friends, their remains are here too. They framed me for... Yes, as the corpses of the dirty dogs have decomposed, the gems have been... You would allow these smug bastards to get away with it? I suppose they paid for their crimes already, didn't they?
Prayed to Walker would got good. Then at least...
Keep it down! Great. You see those rabid dogs up ahead? Raiders.
Go away, bird lady. I've been found. Oh, but you are not. You would be too if you heard those beasts. Those screeching, pecking, clawing beasts. Oh yes, they help themselves to my gold and my good.
You're a new face to me. What? These birds aren't aggressive. I've had horses do more damage to me than any harpy. And I've had more... I saw them steal 4 sacks of good grain from Zilron, a Khajiit merchant. Him? Ran off, no doubt. Who knows what he does, or where he...
You look like a person of great intelligence. What? Sand-blown mine, my friend. I don't... Sending people to a mine? By more was left... Dreadful. Well, all this talk of snakes and mines. It is exhausting. I'll just be going now. Well, that is to say, they made me do it. Friend, I beseech you, show me...
Highly of you.
Mind the skies. What's this? I'd heard that he was pestering people, but I certainly didn't suspect anything. Thank you for bringing this simpering cur to me.
What are you doing, Foreman?
Me? I'm just practicing, nothing more. Keep one eye to the skies, friend. The harpies like to swoop down and grab whatever. Only after they've sucked you dry. I refuse to pay their protection fee, and the next day, Sep's entertainment, I can only guess. What is it you want? Wait, what are you holding? Is that... Long may you prosper. I wished no. Long may you...
for supplies and the like.
Heard disturbing rumors about your methods.
Have you heard about the travelers stirring up trouble in town? And look who's here. Keep your opinions about our work to yourself.
Dealing with the Harpies as fast as we can, I assure you. Nothing. I have things under control. I've got a reliable group to protect the town until we're self. She's the leader of the Gold Coast mercenary troop. I hired them to make up for our shoddy defenses with death and attrition. The two greatest enemies. Our guards either. Danim doesn't like competition, and I'm certainly not going to endanger our business arrangement. If I were you, I would keep my stay here brief.
Father, you need to know what's going on out there. Who is this? Someone come to help?
Enough. I have no patience for your theories.
Fine. If you want the truth, come talk to me. Meet me at my house. It's not safe to talk in the streets. Now I can speak openly. Be at ease. The mercenaries dare not enter my home uninvited. I watched you long. I'm the magistrate's daughter, raised here, though now I am a traveling. The Gold Coast mercenaries, our supposed saviors from the Harpies, are our problem. Since Danim and her friends arrived, the Harpies are angry with the town. They're usually nothing more than flying rats. The mercenaries hid Harpy eggs around Kozenset. Naturally, the Harpies want the eggs back. That's...
What is it?
Don't be frightened. This is a friend. The Harpies are not our enemies. Will you help me convince the others? I rescued her from them. The mercenaries killed her mother and the other chicks in her brood. This creature had done no wrong. It's the right thing to do. Thank you. I can't do this on my own, and my father won't listen to me. She comes and goes as she pleases. This is a wild creature. Once their eggs are back in their eyries, the Harpies won't attack. Bring me the eggs. I'll wait for you by the town's well.
Whatever the constable does to me.
Just a small donation.
Our good man Tom, who swore he'd...
I just need a coin.
I've lost hope.
Kind to us. You see, the Harpies. Please, just a few more days. I will pay what you are owed. With interest.
I had to be honest with you, Faraj. It's not what I wanted to hear. So it's either the money or your teeth. I'll give you a minute to decide.
You're quite light. Thank you for doing this. I'm sure not all of the eggs survive. Hold a moment.
Go back to selling trinkets, leisure. You do your job and we'll do ours.
You hid those eggs on purpose, didn't you?
Say no more, child. We haven't time for troublemakers.
They're up to something. They must be. We have to find... The mercenaries go in and out of the warehouse next. One of them will let slip what their game is. Hide somewhere and listen to their chatter. Another distraction.
This is getting tiresome. I almost preferred the Harpies.
Harpies are the least of your problems if you don't pay up.
We've got your gold. No need to make threats.
Let's see it then. Better not have shorted me.
It's all there. We don't want to end up like the others.
Good. I'll be back next week. Prices might be going up.
Come on, Udamaji. Merciful Ruka, how long must we put up with these thieves?
I'm in the middle of something.
You are the responsible one. I told her not to trust those. My daughter was stolen away by the Harpies. She and several... Not yet. They say they must prepare for another raid by the Harpies before they send any... outside town on the hillside, where they keep their eyes...
alive. Some. The mercenaries decided I was worth more dead than alive. Some. The mercenaries decided I was worth more dead than alive. They threw me out. Well, this one did, and she brought some of her friends. They chased away the jackals and brought me to... We don't need any more bloodshed. If there's a way we can end this without fighting, we must.
You're here! What? That's ridiculous. Why would they want... I will. Where is she?
What nerve! Running your mouth right in front of me.
You've disgraced our town long enough.
Ugh! A rotten egg? Don't think this is over, child.
Gather everyone who will stand with us to drive these bad eggs out of town. Father, the dead can't offer their forgiveness, but I can. Stand with us.
That's the one Leisure said to wait for. Let's go!
About time we ran these charlatans out of our town. Leisure said you'd come. Let's head to the guardhouse.
The Harpies are congregated around this... I've no idea, but we need to restore goodwill with our flying neighbors. She's a coward and a bully. Once her nature's revealed, my father...
Take your hands off me! Your pitiful town won't survive without our protection.
We can do without you. Go, and never return.
And we'll run out anyone else who tries to bully us, too.
Harpies matron. Is this the reason they started attacking? We'll throw you to the Harpies.
I don't know if the Harpies will ever be able to trust us. Maybe this is the first step. What do you think? Who knows how long those fiends kept the Harpies agitated, just to take advantage of this town? Give her to me. I still need to return their eggs, so I'll take her as well.
We'll take out the sentry on Western. Now here's one who I know is loyal to the king. It's good to see you again, my friend. They're in league with the damned Withered Hand. As if we didn't have enough necrom... I'm glad I have one of us fooled. The Imperial Curs actually have one up on us. They're holding hostages, and the king doesn't want their blood on him. Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded, my friend. You have my word. I can even make this easy. There are 4. Lord Zagari, Magistrate Govan, Chamon. I don't think they will. The Imperials think strategically. They took the hostages to protect themselves, and they don't know exactly. Our spies in Cyrodiil knew nothing about it. I suspect they've been in league all along, though. Generally speaking, I'm sure they are. But I'm more... Here you go. This should help you get around the city unnoticed while they've gone from bad to worse. Faharajad can't even go out in public without getting heckled. Crazy as it sounds. I heard. Prince Azaz singing your praises all across...
I am extremely pleased to see you. Good. I don't think I could have tolerated another...
Lie saves a ton of extra...
Praise Zet. I can no... Alas, I never dreamt I would say it, but I swear eternal loyalty to King Faharajad. We must... Thank the gods! I hope you're not too late. Ah, Thoda. I know him well. That's very...
Tava's red feathers. Do I dare to... Then we must move with haste. The Imperials are using a secret pact. There are old smuggling tunnels that run beneath the mountains from Bankorai to Sata Kalam. Everyone else was killed or kept hostage, but I saw Magnifico Korshad walking freely among the Imperials.
This person is our enemy. Quick! Whoever you are, I rejoice that you have come to my rescue. The Imperials have kept me locked in here. Yes, it's true, but only because resisting would have been to no avail. Coming in, I do not have any insight on this. I have been contained here in the... Yes, but please don't hurt me. I I permitted the Imperials to use the smug. There are barrels of kindle pitch down in the tunnel. If you place them near the supports and ignite them, that should collapse.
Good work. Hostages came out and we attacked. Cut right through the bastards and... It was a tunnel. There's more to be done, though. Always is, isn't there? Prince Azar's here. He says they've tracked down the 3rd Anseh ward, and it's a dark place. The largest necropolis in all Alik'r. It's just west of Satakalam. The withered...
What happened here? This is terrible. The leaders of the Withered Hand? But that would mean... Shiri is one of them too? A necromancer? You think... Tears...
You're here? Thank the gods. Raising the dead. The consecrated dead. The very dangerous consecrated dead. I fear he is either dead or taken captive. We were attacked by so many. We must hurry to find the prince. That girl Shiri. She is not who we thought she was. She is heartless. Thronekeeper Farvad and several of the prince's guards came here with us, but... he came on his own. He said someone warned him about Shiri, and that he was directed to come to Metalian Necropolis. We were cleaning up at Tava's blessing, putting down the risen dead that remained, but the prince learned that the withered hand had been seen here. Yes. Prince Azar said she was the sister to Uwafa and Alasan. He remembered her from when she was a little child. I was just shocked to see her. To raise an army, we assumed. Thronekeeper Farvad suspected something else. We must hurry. I'm staying here.
Oh, Rutka. Believe it or not, this is the High Temple of Satakalam. Everyone agreed it was the most beautiful, because they are worshippers of Molag Bal. They spit on our... I don't know. Perhaps. If you can restore our relics, perhaps my faith will return. Sadly, I do not know. They are the sacred tokens of this temple. All temples have relics to honor the gods. I would gladly trade places with any of them. You return. I did not believe. You must act with the honors, of course. I believe I can sense the gods. No, you have done enough. More than enough.
can't believe you're finding me like this again. It was humiliating enough. You gave Ansei Maja's ward to me for safekeeping, so I was holding on to it. Thronekeeper Farvad was here too. Isn't it obvious? She was fooling us all. Apprenticing with Scholar Zoré so she could... I don't know. I don't even know what she's planning. If we get the Ansei wards back, that should at least slow her down. No. After she finished the ritual, she left. But I think the ward is still in there. Please, you have to go in there and get it. That's fine. If you could... Mara's great. I knew you'd ask that. And of course, I feel like a fool. She was standing right behind us at Tava's blessing, for Mara's sake. After we parted ways, only when it was too late. She and her minions came screaming down on us as soon as we entered the necropolis. In her rage, I finally saw the family. So you had learned about Shiri's true identity before? I am impressed. I only hope that can help us stop her. First though, she and her necromancer friends performed some ritual in there. I suspect that is why the ward... I'm not sure. I have a feeling he survived the attack.
What have I done? What have I done? I have struck down one of our ancestors. No. No, I am not all right. Not all right at all. I have failed Tuwaka. Well, perhaps. Tuwaka says now that you are here, the dead, that witch Shiri has... A good job. Yes, we are close now. That's it. Just a bit more. There. It is done. Come, quickly now. We must stop this woman, Shiri. Meet me at the central tomb. glad you caught up. I am glad you came. She is planning to resurrect her father, the necromancer Satura. He was the most powerful necromancer to ever walk these sands. We will kill her and retrieve the last Anse ward. Shiri has sealed the tomb. I will join you if you wish. I am no great warrior. I am not one inclined to inflict pain and suffering. But the Waka walks with you, and so will I.
All right. Let us open the door then.
Power of an Anse ward.
Done. Alik'r is safe again. Come, hero. I have opened. Honor and faith are due all. But you, through you, the Anse wards have been... You have accomplished a heroic feat today. But there is... Return the Anse wards to their rightful place. The impervious vault. The vault is stronger.
One cannot be a great ruler without first being an impeccable judge of character. Come, though. This is an historic day. We have strengthened the seals on...
The wards are restored, and so are we. We can again maintain vigil over the living and... For us, it is never finished. But for you, your road leads elsewhere. Your path is your own. But be assured, Tuwaka has...
Today is a good day, my friends. Our sacred guardians are restored. The specter of undeath threatened our kingdom, our lives. The sands of the Alik'r howled with the outrage of our honored ancestors. Now, though, the spawn of Satura are dead, and they will remain that way. The withered hand is scattered. Many of you already know this, but all this was accomplished only because of this one who stands here before you. The spirit of Divad raises his blade in salute. Someday, this hero's song will be sung in the chants of praise. All hail our great protector. All hail the hero of the Alik'r.
In addition to the public praise, I must add my own private words of appreciation, Waif, in honor of your selfless dedication, your unwavering courage, and the... It may seem unappreciative to ask more of you, but I would be neglecting my duty to the Daggerfall Covenant if I did not... King Aemond is dead, killed by the Reachmen. They have long sought to reclaim Northern Bankerai. And the war in Cyrodiil, of course. But it'll take time. Time Evermore doesn't have. You could go... King Aemond had a stable boy who kept me informed. But I've heard nothing since the king's death. Most of the Buellsay River shipping has been commandeered for the war. So I suggest you take the bridge from Stormhaven. Or if you prefer, there is a more expedient way. Indeed, a son and a daughter. Very young. If the situation in Bankerai is as dire as it sounds,
Did I overhear correctly? Faharajad asked you to go to Evermore? Of course. That's a big city, though. Wouldn't want to drop you on top of some unfortunate merchant. How about the bridge right outside the gates? One portal to the gates of Evermore right here for you. Good luck. Well, that's what Simone said, but she's a shameless gossip. Furthermore, she might have meant it as a figure of speech. Surely the Reachmen aren't literally at the gates. At least, I hope they're not. Forever. Well, it's a long story. I was a novice, and then there was this hurt.
This isn't the dumbest... I tell you, things grow darker here by the damn hour. Reachmen are right down there. Captain Huron's fought the Bastards' leader before, Strasnock. He says we're outmatched. Absolutely. Captain's ordered us to hold back, but not you. And he did say we need more outside help. Morale's been down in the dung heap since King Aemon died. I won't lie to you, friend. Things are grim. The king and his heirs are dead. The king's brother, Duke Renchant. He's at least acting as regent right now. Should have been Queen Argella who took over. But I wouldn't say that. They just don't know him. Renchant's doing the best he can with what he's got. I shouldn't talk bad about the captain. He's probably the right man for the job. He's a Nord, and he's fought the Reachmen before. Sir Jarned? Poor old sot. He was escorting Princess Alara when she got ambushed and beats the oblivion out of me. Ever since King Aemon died, they've been showing up all over the city.
Have you come looking?
glad you got that lunatic surge off Miranda Arcole's neck. Well done.
You don't look much like a smith. You don't look much like a smith.
You've a mind to... You've a mind to weave it?
I'm quite busy, can't you see?
Buys